Yeah. So as we can check on primary. So currently no database is running, no listener is running. So let me start the listener first. So listener is started, then connect to the
Database.
database first. So we will work with the ORCL only. So we'll connect with the ORCL. That is fine. Now connect to the and start. Okay. Now here already we have installed the database binary. Okay. So if you check the SQL plus version, so here we can see it's 19C. Okay. So already we have installed.
Okay.
Yeah. So for here, I think already we have, I think, created the listener here also, but let me check once. Oracle home CD network admin. Here as we can see, here listener is available. Can read the content. Yeah, we have the listener here, right?
Right, bye.
The database is up and running on primary. Okay.
Yes,
And
bye.
then now I'm going to create the file. Yeah. Here we have the entry. So here we have the listener entry only. So what I will do, we'll open the listener file. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we now need this line. Okay. So yeah, now it's fine. So we'll save the listener and then reload the listener. Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Mm, it's showing something. I think we did not start the listener, na? So that's why it's giving a problem. So if it's running, then reload will work. So it's showing that like no listener. Means listener
Yes,
is still not like running on the server. So that's why it's showing the no listener. So we'll simply run the lsnr start. Okay. Now here we have
yeah.
the ORCLDB entry here. Okay.
Yes, bye.
And in the here we can check the TNS entry. Sorry. Here we can see we have the TNS names.ora file here. Okay.
Yes,
So open the TNS names.ora file. and here we have the entry for clone, right? So what we will do, we'll rename it as a standby. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So simply we give the standby, and here we simply give the props. So you will betterly like understand for which this is the connection string name. Okay. So
Yes, boy.
don't be confused for what reason we are like enabling. Okay. So this is for connection string name.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So let's say, okay. And also we need the file tns names.ora file here. So what we will do, we'll just a second, and then host name. Okay. So we'll scp, we can directly copy, but if you are going to configure clone, or if you are going to configure like standby database, okay,
Yeah.
so always remember you need to use the, means like try to create the file using netca or netmgr, okay, using
Okay.
the like the whatever the tools we are using to configure the listener, or using the like tn for configuring tnsname.ora file, whatever the like tools we are using. So it's better to go with the tools one. Okay.
Okay.
Sometime what happened, if we made the entry in the files, okay, we saved it. Okay. And
Yeah.
when you try to like ping with those entry na, so it will not read by the like tools or utility. It will not be readable sometime. So you will get the problem. Either sometime what happened, it will be readable. Okay. If you do the TNS ping, so it will be readable. It will ping properly. But when you will configure the like uh, what we can say the standby na, on that time you will get the problem. So when you configured, so you found like, yeah, it's pingable from both sides. From the primary, you were able to ping the primary, you were able to ping the standby. From standby, you were able to ping the standby, you were able to ping the primary database. But in database configuration, it will not be like, it will not be used. It will not use the like connection history, because we made the entry manually. So it happens with us. You can ask to Edison. So it happens to us. We found
Okay.
something. So I told him like you need to drop that, and then you need to recreate the entry for that database. Okay.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
it's better to whatever the entry you are going to make in the TNS names.ora file or listener. So it's better to uh, like make make the entry using the tool, not the manually. That will be a good practice. Okay.
Okay, boy.
Now here we can check the listener
Yeah.
file will be available. Okay. Or TNS
Yes.
file, sorry. So we need to check the TNS names.ora file here. And We need to use here we have the entry for primary. Here we have the entry for standby. We don't need this entry.
But this ORCL is a database service name by service related.
Which one you are saying?
Last one is an ORCL address is
This you are
TCP
saying?
host. Like last one. Yeah,
Yeah, so
ORCL.
it's we are making the entry for local connect. Okay. So we
Okay.
can make you can make them multiple like connection string name for the single data.
Okay.
Okay, so we have one entry as a standby
Yeah.
connection by connection string name for the local database, and here we have the second entry for as a name ORCL
Okay.
on local machine database, and you can see the ORCL like for the ORCL database. So we'll
Okay.
save this file here. Now we need to ping. Uh, so here there is no database. Listener is running here. Okay,
Yes, bye.
and we'll ping standby first. So it's
Yeah.
pinging perfectly. Okay,
Yes.
we'll ping the prod. So here it's showing destination unreachable. So just listener is running. Okay. Host is-
Pinging ORCL.
4 1 6. Okay, let me check once. Let's ping ORCL locally, so it's working fine. For prod, it's working fine. Let's in the standby, it's showing the destination in unreachable. And reload. Think we need to change something. Why it's not pinging for let me do one thing. Open LNS names dot Aura file, and here for standby I am going to give the host name. Mm, mhm, mhm. Why it's not able to read? Might be just a second. So it's active, so that's why it's not able to read. So start firewall D. So what happens sometime now? It your it's we need to if your firewall is running, so you need to
Yeah.
enable the port for this uh, machine. Okay.
Okay.
So might be the your firewall is not allowing 1521 port from prod to here and from here to prod. So we need to be stop the firewall and we need to be disable it. Okay. And also we need to do the same here. Sorry, I think I
I'm root
need to
user.
connect. No, need to connect to root. And we need to run the same and we need to disable it. But in the company environment, they will open your port, whatever the port you are going to use. So you need to ask Linux team to enable the port like 1521 for this server, and also the port is means whatever the port you are going to use it for your database now. So you can ask Linux team to enable the port for all the server or whatever the server you are going to use. Okay, so it
Okay.
should be
Yeah.
open for all, means wherever like you are going to use the database, so it should be enabled for all those servers. Okay, and also I
Okay.
we need to change something in here we need to disable this also, either disable either permission. Okay,
Yes, boss.
so we need to open that config file, open it, and here we need to
Yeah.
either you can give the disable, either you can give the permission. Okay, so I am giving the permission
Okay.
only.
Okay. Boss.
So here you can see for enforce still like SC Linux security policy enforced, and for permissive print the warning instead of enforce. So it will just
Yes, boss.
print the warning, but the related to that like security policy, but it will allow to do that. Okay. So this is
Yes,
the
boss.
one, and either you can keep the disabled. So it will like there is no policy and there is no warnings. So I am saving the permissive here. Okay, and we need to reboot the machine once. after all those things.
Okay.
Also here we need to change this. So okay. So here also we need to do the same.
Furnish.
Also we need to reboot the machine, the second machine. Okay. So let's wait for a minute. Now your primary came up. So connect to the password. Here your secondary is coming up. So here also your standby server came up. So we'll start connect to the root user, connect to the password. Okay. And here I am going to restart the session. Connect to a user, connect to. Okay. So we have connected to the also I need to restart the machine. So if you check the database services, it's down.
Not running.
Yeah, and
Listener
TMS
also.
is not running. So here you need to, yes, so here you need to start the listener.
Start.
CTL start. So
Mhm.
listener is came up and running. Now start the
Database.
always the good practice is on Linux server. You need to run the .orinv first, and then
Okay.
here you can see it might be
Yeah.
on server. There is multiple database will be running. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the good practice to before the connect to the database. You need to run the .orinv, and then here you need to check what SID it's showing. So if you are going to connect to the that SID only, then fine. If you are going to connect to any other database, then here you need to put the database name. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
suppose here it's showing the ORCL. So we are going to connect this database only.